Okay, so before I tell the story, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I find it hilarious how many YouTubers back then used to make like Fortnite girlfriend videos, because they used to always be able to relate to it, but the way they were so cheesy and corny and just makes no sense, and a lot of them were faked, kind of sucked, but it was entertaining to watch. And today's story is about me getting my Fortnite girlfriend, but obviously before we get into that, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Seriously, the story is outstanding, and honestly, a lot of my stories that are somewhat relatable and somewhat entertaining to you guys, hitting that subscribe button really does help. And on top of that, we have a huge announcement at the end of this video, so make sure you guys do stick around for the announcement. It means a lot if you guys do, and I know it's been a while since the last uploaded, but honestly, I've been very, very busy. But without further ado, let's get straight into this crazy story. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy video. Now, this story starts off in September of 2018. Now, the reason I'm actually like saying like more closer dates than just saying what year it was of the school year is because many people were like, oh, like what's the timeline of this? Like it makes no sense. And it was September of 2018 because I strictly remember I had an Xbox One at the time, and honestly, I was in my basement playing video games, and I was still in high school. So yeah, if it was 2018, I was 17 years old because I'm 20. Actually, funny enough, my birthday is literally in what, Friday, and this is getting uploaded on a Sunday. So yeah, literally this Friday. So if you guys want to wish me a happy birthday, you guys can. I'm gonna be uploading more, so thank you. Anyways, going on, I remember back when I was in high school, me and my friends always played Xbox together. We always played Fortnite together, Fortnite squads, because Fortnite wasn't as, you know, terrible and full of sweats as it was back then. Like, I'm sorry, if I were to hop on Fortnite right now, I'm gonna see like 12-year-olds basically cranking 90s while I'm just, you know, sitting there with like a rifle being absolutely terrified of what's going on. Like, I don't care. I'm not a Fortnite player, but going on, me and my friends would always play on Xbox and basically hop on parties and basically just play. We'd play squads basically all night, all throughout the night until we got bored and hop on Siege. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I don't want to know about your Xbox life. I want to know about you getting a girlfriend. And I will tell you guys how that went down, but obviously first, we got to go back to school. As you guys don't know, September is when school starts, and honestly, school does suck. I'm not gonna lie, I hate school myself. And I remember one time at school, we were getting our classes and stuff, and me and my friend all met up, and we basically talked about what game we're gonna play. We ended up saying we were gonna arrange a meeting for us to play at this time, playing Xbox, because that's what we usually did at lunch. We just talked about what games we're gonna play. And I remember one of my friends, his username was TS Magic. If you are watching this, hey, it's good to see you. Here's a shout out to you, man. TS Magic, let's go. I remember he said he was gonna hop on at the time, and I said I was gonna hop on, and a bunch of my other friends did. So we all go home that day, and we try to get on Xbox, and I hop on, and I realized that TS Magic hopped on, so we both hopped on at proper time. But then I realized that my other two friends that were supposed to hop on for us to play squads never ended up happening because they did not hop on. One that we always called always went to straight to voicemail, and the other one was just I don't know, we got a new car, so I guess he was just ignoring us the whole time and just going out getting chicks in real life, which is kind of funny because we got chicks in Fortnite. But going on, I remember what ended up happening was that me and my buddy TS Magic, we ended up just sitting in the Xbox party, kind of just waiting, being bored. And I remember TS Magic telling me, yo bro, do you want to just like duo squad it? Like, what's the point of waiting for them? And I said sure. So I remember me and him both went on game chat because he has to do it on Xbox to, like, you know, talk to online players, and we basically started playing Fortnite duos but squads. It was kind of like, you know, being awesome and stuff. But anyways, we joined random parties, and I remember around our 5th game we ended up running into a game which was really weird. One of the usernames was like some girl username, like gamer sassy mood 698 or something like that, and the other one was like, I don't know, just some girly username. I honestly don't know. I don't know what girls put their username as. Sometimes it's like something corny and cheesy, like Skylar 645, or maybe it's like, you know, like gamer girl 6480. Like, I don't know, it's always something just cringy. But going on, I remember me and my friend was like kind of like joking around saying like, oh, you guys have like such girly usernames. And then one of them ended up speaking saying, well, that's the thing, we actually are girls and your guys' usernames aren't any better. Bruh, this person literally made fun of my username being Persian guy gamer. Like, hold the L. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of cringy. Then I remember her saying like, who are you guys to be so inappropriate online just so you can talk to girls like this? Like, honestly, you guys are so weird. And I remember me and my friend, we ended up like, you know, kind of muting our mics and sending messages together saying, there's no way these girls are real. There's no way these are real girls. Why would girls be playing Fortnite? This doesn't make sense. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, back in 2018, girls playing video games was still rare to me. It was a rare species at the time. Anyways, as me and this girl were playing Fortnite together, I remember my friend did text me right after saying, yo, like, you should check if these girls are actually like real. And when he told me that, honestly, I knew what had to be done, because I'm not gonna be real here. Like, it's the internet. Anyone can be who they want to be, and I'm not gonna be catfished on Fortnite. Like, I'm sorry, that's the last thing that happened to me. So I ended up asking her in game chat mid-game saying, yo, so you guys like actually girls? Or you guys like just catfishing just to, like, you know, get content? Because that's what a lot of people did back back on like the Fortnite days, I guess, you know, like, oh, look at my Fortnite girlfriend. Oh, I catfished this person to get a girlfriend, or like absorber content, you know? And then she said, we are actually real girls. And honestly, the fact that you like don't think we're real is super offensive to me. Like seriously, just search out my Instagram. She ended up saying her Instagram, and I remember I ended up telling her my Instagram. And then after that, I was going through her page and I sent a screenshot to my buddy that was playing with me at the time in the squad. And he saw that these were real girls. These were generally real girls that we were playing with on Fortnite. I know, mind blowing. Like girls playing Fortnite is like, it's like snorting G Fuel. It's just a different vibe. Actually, don't snort G Fuel. That's not good. G Fuel sponsor me. No, don't snort. Going on, I remember after that game, we ended up actually like partying up with them. We started talking. And I remember the girl that I was playing with and kind of getting along with started to, you know, really start to like me. We started exchanging Snapchats, and then from us exchanging Snapchats, we started snapping each other back and forth to the point where, you know, we started to learn a lot about each other. And it got to the point where literally that whole month of September of me starting school, me and this girl were kind of like dating in a sense, when in reality it's just me and her being flirtatious and always playing Fortnite together. That's the only game we would play. It got to the point where I was actually skipping playtime with the boys to literally play Fortnite with her. Yeah, I know. I literally ditched the boys to play Fortnite with a woman. That's concerning. Someone literally just yell at me and just scream at me, because I never want to do that again. But anyways, we kept playing Fortnite together, and I remember it got to the point where we started doing FaceTime calls while playing Fortnite instead of being an Xbox party, and we started talking and talking and talking. But then the mistake came out. Now you guys are probably wondering like, oh, like this guy found a girlfriend on the internet. Like good for him. No, it was a mistake. I don't do internet dating, and this is why. I remember one time I was playing with the boys, and I remember I was just hanging out. We were all playing Rainbow Six together, and I remember as we were playing the game, I got a message from the girl that, you know, my Fortnite girlfriend, I would suppose, saying, hey, like I want to play Fortnite with you. Like, can you hop on? And me, I didn't really want to, so I said, oh, like sorry, like I'm playing with the boys right now. Like I'll play with you later. And I put my phone aside. But then she ends up being upset, spamming my phone, and I kind of started ignoring it until one of my friends was like, bro, like you're getting like spammed right now on your phone, aren't you? Because he could hear my desk vibrating, or my phone vibrating, I should say, not my desk. And I was like, yeah, bro, like she's not leaving me alone. Like I kind of just want to play Siege and relax. And then he said, bro, like why would she get upset for you not playing with her? Like she needs to chill out. What kind of gamer girl is she? And right as he said that, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, she literally ended up joining our private Xbox party. I have no idea how, and to this day I will never figure out how, because she won't tell me. But she joined the party literally screaming and yelling, saying, oh my goodness, like I heard what he said about me and you didn't even defend me. Like how could you? Like you're literally such a bum. You are so weird. And it's like, what? And I remember she started yelling at me in front of the entire boy group, or the boys I should say, and it absolutely sucked. So I remember I kicked her out of the Xbox party, and I remember I FaceTimed her. I muted my mic and just started yelling. It was a yell fest back and forth, literally of me explaining, I met you on Fortnite, you need to relax, we are literally not dating, and we just play Fortnite together. You cannot be this obsessive. Yeah, she was still obsessive, and it absolutely sucked. But I remember she ended up telling me, saying, honestly, like you either respect me and play with me more, or I'm leaving this relationship. When she said that, I'm not gonna lie, that's your go-to card to get the hell out of there, to any, you know, people that's in a relationship that needs to get out of it at least. And I remember I said bet, and I added her on Xbox, I blocked her on everything, and I absolutely just ignored her. To this day, I haven't heard from her since, and nor to this day do I believe I want to search up her gamer tag, because her gamer tag probably doesn't exist anymore. But honestly, to my Fortnite girlfriend that was out there, go eat rocks, or kick rocks. What's the expression? I remember I ended up getting a text message from this girl saying, Baba, do you recognize this place? And she ended up sending a photo of the front of my school that I was at, and I met this girl on Fortnite. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome to one of the most insane stories ever. This story all takes place back when I was in high school, and this was my grade 9 year. Now, in grade 9, I was a player, don't get me wrong, but one thing was for sure, even though I was a player, I wasn't the best, meaning that my Riz wasn't immaculate. And to be honest, one of the main things I always did focus on back when I was in grade 9 was mostly playing video games. I think my grade 9 year was like one of the most iconic years ever, because that's when Fortnite was getting huge and Ninja was becoming a thing, and the full force of Fortnite started coming onto the internet. And I remember me and my friends would always hop on Fortnite and play it like almost every day, like everyone else was, while this game was trending. But I remember one time specifically when I was hopping on to play, I saw that none of my friends were online, so I ended up starting to play by myself. But I'm not gonna lie, I am not good at playing games by myself. Like for example, if you guys have ever watched me play Fortnite by myself, I never usually end up winning. Why? Because there's so many sweats out there playing this game, and I remember I would rage so much while playing this game to the point where, I'm not joking, I just decided to play duos. I ended up hopping on random duos, and I played a bunch of games with like a bunch of weird people. I'm not gonna gonna lie, you meet some really weird people while gaming on the internet. But then I ended up running into one person with the username that made it seem like she was a girl. I'm not gonna say the username because I don't know if the person still has the same username to this day, but let's just say it was a very obvious girl username. So instantly at that moment, I ended up talking into my mic saying, yo, where we dropping? Oh, I don't know, you choose. And at that moment, I knew that she was a girl. Now, when it comes to me meeting girls on the internet, I don't try to make it weird at all. Like, I try to just play it cool and just play the game because, well, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that would simp on the internet, but me, I don't do that. So me and her, we ended up just playing the game normally. I would do call outs. She would say some call outs. She would pass over weapons that she didn't want to use. And we just had fun. And towards the end of the game, it was actually kind of insane because we ended up actually winning the game. And she said to me, wow, like we make such a really good team. Yeah, I guess we do. Do you maybe want to play another one with me? I mean, yeah, sure. I don't mind. Okay, cool. Add me. And me and her ended up playing Fortnite for like literally the next 6 hours. And it even got to the point where when my friends actually ended up hopping on to play with me, I would ignore them just to keep playing with this girl. We ended up winning a lot of our games, and while one thing led to another, I remember towards like the end of us playing, she ended up saying to me, hey Bubba, do you want to like maybe like play again like another day? Yeah, sure, I'm down. Okay, cool. How do I contact you? What do you mean contact me? Like, what's your number? How about instead I give you my IG? And then me and her, we ended up exchanging social medias, and I'm not gonna lie to you, when I ended up seeing a photo of what this girl looked like, she looked pretty attractive, but one thing was for sure, she had crazy eyes. If you guys don't know what crazy eyes are, basically it's when you can kind of look into a girl's eyes and see that she's probably gonna end up being insane. Either she talks too much, or she's like too clingy, or she's just really, well, how do I put this? I think the only word I could use is crazy. So I remember I ended up basically just kind of ignoring it and being like, you know, she's a girl I met on Fortnite, nothing bad's gonna come out of it. But boy, was I wrong. Because I remember from day to day, she would always text me every night to play Fortnite with her, and me and her would always like play games together and stuff, but she would always end up flirting with me out of nowhere. Like she would say things like, oh, like you're so cute, Bubba. OMG, Bubba, like what if we like actually like went on a date like in real life instead of Fortnite? And like she always made it seem like every time we were playing a game together, it was like a date, and it made me super uncomfortable because I don't really do online dating. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like if you like someone, just date someone near your area. If not, then travel. But honestly, like one thing's for sure, it was just really weird. But I remember one day specifically, there was a day where I ended up going to school, and the boys were really upset at me at this time because I would not play with them as much as I used to because, well, I'm playing with this girl. And it got to the point where one of the boys ended up walking up to me saying, yo, Bubba, you're gonna actually hop on tonight and play with us, or you're gonna play with your E-kitten? My E-kitten? Yeah, bro, we know you're playing with a girl, dude. Like it shows what lobby you're in. Oh, well, like I'm gonna be honest, man, like I just been playing with her recently. She's good at the game, you know, nothing crazy. Okay, bro, whatever you say. And even though I tried to convince him that nothing was gonna happen from me playing with this girl and talking to this girl, I was majorly wrong. Because what ends up happening next, I gotta say, really made me uncomfortable. Because I remember I was basically going into my next class after that conversation with my friend, and when I was sitting in my classroom just basically learning whatever the teacher was teaching us at the time, out of nowhere I end up hearing my phone vibrate over and over. And I don't know if you guys know the feeling, but when your phone vibrates over and over, it starts to make you think that it's an emergency. So I ended up pulling out my phone in class between my legs, and as I'm looking down, I end up seeing a bunch of text messages from the girl. I ended up getting really confused because she knows that I'm in school at this time and not able to play Fortnite with her. But as I go on my phone and I ended up opening up her messages, I ended up seeing that she sent me a photo of her being in front of my school, and she typed down, Bubba, does this look familiar to you? At this moment, those crazy eyes were coming to life. She found out what school I went to, and not only that, but she was actually there. At this moment, I ended up basically texting her back saying, wait, are you here? Yeah, I'm outside. Come see me. I'm in class right now. It's fine. Just say you have to go to the bathroom. And that's exactly what I did. I ended up putting my hand up, saying I had to go to the bathroom, and instantly at that moment, I went straight for the front doors of the school, and I saw her. I saw her there, and she ran up to me and gave me a massive hug, and she said, OMG, Bubba, I finally get to meet you. You're so cute in person. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't mind that she wanted to meet me, but I wish she told me she wanted to instead of just showing up. Like, it made me feel really uncomfortable to the point where I looked at her and said, wait, so you want to tell me why, like, you're here? Oh, well, like, I don't know. I knew what school you went to because I saw, like, your photos on Instagram, and I kind of, like, recognized one of them. So, like, I wanted to, like, just come see you. Okay, well, I got class, so I gotta go back, but maybe we can plan this better another time? Oh, just skip class. I can't skip class. I gotta actually attend this one. Oh, come on, Bubba. You can skip class. At this moment, she was right. The class I was in, I'm not gonna lie, I was already getting an A in, and as as well as I really did not want to go back. So I thought the next best thing would be probably hanging out with this chick, since I would do it all the time on Fortnite. So I ended up basically going out with this girl, totally ditching school, by the way, which no one should do. And I ended up basically going straight to the mall with her, and we ended up like kind of going on a date, but then we ended up going back to my house. And yeah, I think you guys understand what's gonna happen here. We ended up doing the Devil's Tango. But I think the weirdest part was when me and her were in the middle of doing the Devil's Tango. She wanted to do it with the headset on. She literally walked up to my desk, put on my headset, and she sat down with me. And as we were doing the Devil's Tango, she had it on the whole time as if we were still online. Now, I understand people are chronically online nowadays, but this was actually to a new level that made me feel really, really weird. After that whole thing, though, I'm not gonna lie, I felt really uncomfortable, and I ended up telling her to leave. And well, she ended up leaving. She took an Uber back home, but once she got home, she ended up texting me that she loved me. And yeah, no, that was an instant block. I blocked her right away and totally pretended she'd never existed. And to this day, I have not heard from her since. Don't get me wrong, I am a major player, okay? And I will always go out and be the ultimate player. But for a girl to meet me on an online game called Fortnite and then come to my school without planning it with me, yeah, you gotta think I'm crazy to think I'm gonna end up dating that girl. So the other day, I was hanging out with a girl, and I remember she told me and asked me the weirdest question of, oh, like, what video game characters do you find attractive? And honestly, I said none, even though the true answer is Tomb Raider. Like, that chick is awesome, like Lara Croft. Who doesn't think she's attractive? But it reminded me of a story from back when I was really young. And this actually happened when Fortnite first came out and the Chun-Li skin came out. And, well, you guys read the title, and I think you guys know what's about to go down. But before the story starts, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Seriously, it means a lot when you guys do. And on top of that, if you guys want to hear these crazy stories live, make sure you go on kick.com/Bubba and watch these story times live with me, even just face to face talking with you guys. But other than that, let's get straight into this insane story. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to a really embarrassing but yet hilarious story. So this story takes place back when Fortnite actually first came out. It was the year 2017, and basically, I remember Fortnite Battle Royale was just releasing, and they were releasing skins and all that. And I remember one time in class, one of the homies walked up to me and said, yo, Bubba, you should definitely hop on Fortnite tonight, bro. Like, this game's actually getting better and better. You should see how fast my builds are. I remember when he told me that, I thought it was pretty cool, so I said, sure, why not? And I ended up basically going home that day and hopped on Fortnite and started playing it. Now, one thing I realized about Fortnite is that it's a really colorful game. Hell, you guys are probably watching it right now, watching me play Fortnite. You guys can tell, like, look at the game, look at the scenery. It's awesome. But the thing about it that I realized that they added into the game was that, yes, kids did play it because it was colorful. But on top of that, have you seen the characters? Like, holy Chun-Li, dude. She looks fantastic. And I'm not saying that because, you know, Cypher PK has a crush on her big, juicy. That's not the point. Sorry, going on. I remember as I was looking at the character skins, I remember my friend made the joke of, oh, like, dude, I would so smash. And in my mind, I was thinking, would I ever do the Devil's Tango with a Fortnite character? Actually, I'm gonna ask you guys that. Comment down below. Would you guys do it? But anyways, as I was looking at the Fortnite characters, I realized that sometimes when I was playing the game, I would get randomly bricked up. Like, no joke, I would get bricked out of nowhere just from how hot the Fortnite skins are. And I know that's a really bad thing to say, and YouTube, don't demonetize this video, and Epic Games, don't ban me from Fortnite. But still, I understand how weird it could be. And on top of that, like, let's be real here, they are pretty attractive. Going on from there, though, I remember I kept playing the game over and over, and it got to the point where Fortnite became an addiction for me. Not because the characters were hot, but also the game mechanics were actually really fun. And it got to the point where I remember in the year 2018, 1 year after I started, you know, basically playing Fortnite, I realized that I really wanted a gaming laptop to start playing wherever I go. So I remember I begged my parents left and right just for a laptop, and they ended up getting me it because, well, I was pretty spoiled when I was younger. They ended up getting me a laptop, and I remember I was playing it non-stop on my laptop. Everywhere I'd go, I would just keep playing Fortnite, practicing. It even got to the point where I would bring a controller because I was a controller player and start bringing it everywhere with me. And I remember one time when I was playing in class, I remember there was a kid in our class that was really weird. Now, this kid, for some reason, he was a massive hornball, meaning that he would always get bricked over the dumbest things. Like even the teacher touching his arm while trying to like teach him a lesson. Really weird, but at the same time, I guess everyone goes through hormones in a weird age. And I remember one time I was playing my game in class after I finished my homework early. I was playing my game, playing a couple battle royales, and then one thing led to another. I see this kid sitting behind me looking at my laptop, kind of like leaning towards his desk saying, yeah, what's going on, is what I told him. I really like the game you're playing. What is that? Oh, this is Fortnite, dude. It just came out from Epic Games, is what I explained to him. Then he started looking at me and saying, dude, like, look at those character models. Yeah, the characters are pretty cool. You should see some of the cool skins they made. And then I went through the item shop and I started showing him more online about other skins that were made. But for some reason, as I was showing him character models and showing him the Fortnite item shop, by the way, use code psych. Just kidding. I don't have a code on Fortnite, but at the same time, you could press subscribe. It's free anyways. Going on with the story, I remember basically this kid was more interested on the shape of the characters' behinds instead of actually looking at the skins that were actually in the game. It was really weird and I found it super awkward, but at the same time, I didn't say anything and I decided to tell him, yo, bro, you could go download Fortnite on your game system at home and you can play with me and the guys. He ended up saying sure, and I remember that was my biggest mistake ever because things got really sus. Going on from there, I remember the day of, I ended up going home and I started playing on my Xbox. I was playing on my Xbox and just playing Fortnite, and I ended up hopping on call with the boys and also this new random kid that was really weird, but at the same time, I don't know, he get bricked up easily. That's all we really knew about him. And we started playing Fortnite with him. We had a full squad, and I remember basically me and him, we were just playing, hanging out, but at random moments, as we were playing a game, he would just mute his mic and just leave. And the way he would move in the game was like he was playing with one hand. It was super awkward, and I remember me and the boys always made the joke that he was beating it to Fortnite, but at the same time, we didn't want to, be mean or anything because there was already a rumor going around that he gets bricked up really easily. So from there, I remember basically the next day is when things got really bad in the classroom because I brought my laptop to school, and basically after I finished my homework, I started hopping on Fortnite and playing. I plugged in my controller, and as I was playing, the same kid that was sitting behind me that got bricked up really easily was watching. He was watching me, but this time he wasn't speaking to me, nothing. He was dead silent, and all I heard was... It was super weird, and I remember I didn't know what the noise was because I had headphones in. So I thought it was like a gun in game or something. But then out of nowhere, I remember as I was just playing the game, I remember there was a girl that sat in front of me that turned around and she had the most biggest shocked look on her face. Now at first, I thought it was because she recognized that my gaming laptop was a really expensive one and she thought I was cool. But then I realized that I looked behind me and I saw that the kid behind me that got bricked up really easily was beating off to Fortnite in front of me. He was beating it to my laptop, or should I say to Fortnite. It was the most awkward thing ever, and I remember I looked at him saying, yo, bro, what are you doing? He looked really embarrassed, and his face went red, and he pulled his pants up and said, nothing. And then right as that was happening, my teacher ended up standing up from her desk, and she looked around and saw that something was going on. So she walked up to us, and then that's when the girl in front of us said, he was like beating his meat to like whatever was playing on Bubba's laptop. Great, thanks for snitching, is what I told her. And let's just say I ended up getting in trouble for playing a game that was, well, a sexual game somehow. Like, it's not my fault he wanted to do the Devil's Tango with a Fortnite character. Either way though, I got in trouble and I got actually surprisingly my laptop taken away for a couple days. But I mean, hey, that didn't stop me from playing Fortnite at home. As for the other kid, well, he actually ended up getting suspended for a couple days, which I mean, I think that was a good choice. I just wish I had my Fortnite laptop to play on. Anyways, guys, that is basically it for today's story. If you did enjoy it, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And like I always say, follow for more embarrassing but yet crazy stories. Peace out, guys.